just, yeah. I'm not good at this. I'm really not good at this. I guess I'll start with just a brief history of the band. We got our start in January of 2018. I had known Trevor from a couple previous projects that we'd been in together. At the time, he was in another band with Jesse and Joey, actually, up in Erie, and we just kind of had this little online deathcore side project we were doing on the side. They had parted ways with the band they were in up in Erie, and then Trevor came to me and he was like, hey man, this is probably the perfect opportunity to take our deathcore thing and start doing it live. And I was all about it. He got us all together, the original lineup, with me, him, and Corey on guitars, Jesse on drums, and Logan on vocals. And we just kind of immediately started writing new material. What a lot of people don't actually know is I left about 2 or 3 months into the band to once again try to start my own thing around where I live. And I kind of wanted to do something other than deathcore for a while. So I was out of the picture for maybe like another 3 or so months. And then in June of 2018, I came back and I just basically told Trevor, hey, you know, I haven't had any luck starting anything out myself, and would you by any chance want me back in the band? And he accepted me back with open arms, thankfully. So I came back, we finished up the EP and released it on August 3rd. That was Blood Offering. And after that, we pretty much just focused on rehearsing as much as we possibly could, perfecting our live performance, and just getting as tight as possible. Then Trevor left in November of 2018 to go sort out some personal life stuff, get his life together, all that. And I basically took over as the main writer of the band, and we just kept practicing and rehearsing. And we played our first show on January 5th of 2019 at Basement Transmissions in Erie. That was actually my first live performance ever with a band, which was pretty cool. I thought I was going to be a quivering pile of nerves, but it was one of the most natural feelings that I'd ever experienced, and ever since then, just every time we play live just feels like home to me in the purest sense of the word. So the past, I want to say 8 months to maybe even the past year of the band has definitely had its ups and downs as far as writing new material and lineup changes go. After I took over as the main writer of the band, I never really was able to produce any 2 songs that sounded really cohesive together. So that resulted in, I want to say, a lack of productivity. Definitely got out a few really good songs, but none of them really fit very well together, and definitely were different from the style we'd established on Blood Offering. So there was that, and there's also the fact that Corey, our other guitarist, left the band in like June or July. So fast forward to November of this year, Trevor decided it was time to come back to the band. Things had been going slow for a while. I almost left the band again due to just feeling overwhelmed and not being able to write anything that I was happy with. And then Trevor decided to come back, and he brought a new bassist with him, Alex. So we finally have a full lineup of real musicians, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy we don't have to use backing tracks for bass or guitar anymore. It's a really refreshing feeling, and you're definitely going to want to see what Alex can do on bass. So, so Trevor came back, and now we're pretty much just focused on writing a new EP. During the time Trevor was out of the band, we had been thinking about a lot of different possible avenues we could take for our next release. We were going to re-release Blood Offering in its entirety, completely re-recorded, remixed, remastered, and everything. And the Crown of Flesh release we did earlier this year was a product of that originally. But we eventually decided that probably wouldn't be the best thing to do, and we were just going to move on with new material. We were going to do a concept album at one point. That ended up not happening, but the EP that we're working on now with all of us is based on the concept that I'd come up with for that album idea. So we will be using that still, just shortened a bit for the EP, maybe like 5 or 6 songs. So yeah, basically we're just working on new material now, trying to put out the best quality content we possibly can. Working with new sounds. The new EP is going to be a lot more varied sounding than Blood Offering. We're using 8-string guitars now as well as 7 strings. I have an Axe Effects now, so that's definitely going to provide a decent increase in sound quality. And yeah, basically just keep a lookout for what we have in store for the future. And yeah, that's about it. Peace. I kind of decided I told the guys, you know, hey, I don't think this is working out. Trevor, please edit that out. That was I'm on a bike trail right now, and a bike guy just passed by.